Has there been any sign of the ship?
No, mistress, nor any word of our sister. We do not know where they travel now.
The freighter. It is important. And I thought the droid was as well, but I was wrong.
Mistress, we still do not know the significance of the ship or the droid. We downloaded all you asked, but we are still no closer to the answers you seek.
Then perhaps we'll need to have faith that your sister will change her mind, remember her oath, and return to us, with the answers we seek.
I hope so, mistress. But there has been no word of her since she departed with the other 4 on the freighter.
4?
Yes, mistress. The Iridonian, the Ichani-trained pilot, the exile, and the old woman.
Old woman?
Yes, mistress.
I do not recall seeing her.
Mistress, she was secured for much of the time the exile was here. At other times you were meditating, and we did not wish to disturb you. Mistress, is there something wrong?
I am tired. I sometimes feel as if things are collapsing all around us. It is just at the edge of perceptions, waiting. I fear things will collapse before our enemies reveal themselves.
Yes, mistress.
I will meditate upon this. Perhaps it will clear my mind.
You received my message then. A man named Kavar wanted to get a hold of you urgently. He said that the Queen had arranged safe passage to Onderon for you, but I don't know how good their offer is anymore. He wouldn't tell me anything, just that he wanted to see you. He said it was urgent, but that doesn't matter now. This morning, General Vaklu met with the Council of Lords and declared that the Queen was guilty of treason. He'll be made regent if Talia and her royal guard are defeated. The military is divided on who to support. Civil war has fallen on Isis. I doubt that Queen Talia and her advisor will survive until nightfall. The balance of forces seem to favor Queen Talia. The royal palace is heavily fortified and defensible, and most of the soldiers are loyal to her. But Vaklu has new allies, Sith soldiers and their masters. The war has also driven the caged beasts in the streets mad. Braylor and I both concur. She doesn't stand a chance.
You underestimate the Force, Mandalorian. I sense that we may still get to Master Kavar in time. I sense there is something stirring on the moon itself. Tell me, have your sensors picked up anything from Duxon?
Yes we have. How? We picked up some transmissions from nearby in the jungle. Zuka's satellite relay has also picked up several shuttle launches with old Sith transmitter IDs. Some sort of staging base, perhaps.
The Sith forces must be stopped. Otherwise, the Mandalorian is right. Master Kavar and Queen Talia won't survive this day.
Dividing our forces at a time like this is foolhardy.
And this is why a common soldier will never triumph against a Jedi. Your military tactics are nothing compared to the Force. It is essential and inevitable that we face both enemies at the same time. You are correct. You must choose who will lead the expedition through the jungle to find our enemies and defeat them.
All right.
You should send 2 others to go with the leader. Who else will accompany the expedition? If you say so. And who? So be it. Now are you certain of... All right.
I will do what you ask of me.
You should send 2 others to... If you... And who? Very well. Now are you certain of your choices?
Mandalorian warriors will go with you to find the enemy camp. If you need supplies, talk with Kex. Let me know if you want to go now. As you wish. Mandalore has arranged for special transportation to get to Isis.
Finally, we're close to our objective. I sent the rest of my men to secure the trail behind us. My troops will keep the path to the Mandalorian camp clear. Ahead lies the enemy. I can follow you a little bit further, but then I will set up command and control for my unit in the field. So lead on. Hold a moment. Past the mines.
Some sort of sensor is up ahead, beyond the mines.
Yes, that's what it is. That relay will detect anything that gets too close to it. Only a skilled stealth field operator can get by it safely. But unless all of you can use stealth generators, it will detect your group. Too bad, too. If you got by it undetected, it could make your task much easier. Avoid the mines. If any of the ones close to the sensor are detonated, then we shouldn't even bother. You've made impressive progress. The Sith's camp lies in ruins. I told Kelborn of your progress. The rest of your squad is already en route to Isis. Also, Kex checked our sources for any information about this place. Kex believes that this is the tomb of Frieden Nad. We knew it was somewhere on this moon. We had no idea how close it was to our camp. Some sort of fallen Jedi. He conquered Onderon long ago and became their king. The royal line is directly descended from him. That part of Onderon history the citizens try to leave buried and forgotten. Our priority here wasn't exploration. Zuka didn't have our long-range sensors operational either. If this camp hadn't been sending messages, we may never have found it. Frieden Nad was a dark Jedi. The stories say he was far worse than Revan and Malak ever were. This place is tainted, and the Sith presence here makes the danger great.
I can sense the power from this place. It's like the light abandoned it long ago. I fear the Sith shall be very strong here.
I am returning outside. My attention is required to keep the path to our camp clear.
Need just one more moment. We're almost through. Failure, Captain, will not be tolerated.
As you command, my lord.
Where that came from? I hear you.
Yes?
Break the ritual now. You're too late. We have done what needed to be done. Soon, Onderon shall fall, and with it, the Republic shall die. But what is this? Of course, the Force has guided you here. It echoes within you, yet I sense it is untrained. It is good you have sought us out. This tomb is strong with the dark side. Here is where you will take your first steps on the path to your destiny. An adept has managed to come so far. Incredible. You have within you the potential to wield the Force. I'm not speaking of the ways of the Jedi or their flawed teachings. Their order was rooted in weakness. They would have you become a puppet of the Force. They would have you deny the strength of your emotions, the strength of your own will. Can't you feel the power of this place? It echoes through you like a second voice. Accept it. Embrace it. The Jedi teachings say that one should never use the Force in anger. To deprive themselves of such a weapon is absurd. The Force is there to be used. That is the truth of the dark side. Use your emotions. Use your rage and channel the Force. Use its power to break your chains and forge your own destiny. Don't be so short-sighted. Can't you feel the power here, within the walls of this tomb? Just embrace it. Don't limit your potential. Instead of freedom and power, you have chosen death. So be it.
Where that came from? Just say the word.
What you have done is beyond words. You fought like a Mandalorian. When you are finished here, I will take you back to the camp. You can let the rest of your squad know what you've discovered. After you left, your squad...
Zarga said that he and your friends are making good progress through the jungle. Trust me, this is worth the wait. And here it is, a salvaged Basilisk war droid. Mandalore said that he would make it available to you for insertion into the city of Iziz. I assure you, they won't know what hit them. The Basilisk war droid is the epitome of weapon technology, state-of-the-art weaponry, armor, and maneuverability. Unfortunately, its weapons systems aren't fully functional yet, as are some other unimportant support systems. But she will get you to Iziz in one piece. The fighters won't be able to stop that. Minor systems, nothing you need concern yourself with. We've modified the interior to hold 3 people. Maybe a little tight. You need to leave immediately. Iziz is in the grip of a civil war, so there'll be considerable resistance. They remember the last time Basilisk war droids visited their planet. Fight ferociously. And if you die, take as many as you can with you.
A basilisk? A basilisk here? Mandalorians are attacking the city! Talia has made an alliance with the Mandalorians. Men, destroy them.
Let's go. Is the Jedi still... We're under attack, men!
Tail Command, we need reinforcements. A Jedi Knight is assaulting our flank. Hold the line.
Follow the Jedi. We're gonna retake the palace. We've got to stop General Vaklu before he gets to the Queen.
I will silence this one. He's still alive! Run! Run!
Hold the line. Those cowards will be dealt with.
Yes?
Let's go.
Second force shield is up ahead. It looks like it's been damaged by orbital bombardment. You might be able to bash your way through it with your lightsaber.
Ahead is the throne room. We must get to the Queen to protect her.
If you're heading to the palace, we'll follow you there. The palace itself has been breached.
We've made it to the palace. General Vaklu's troops haven't been here too long. Hopefully we still have time to save the Queen. Straight ahead is the throne room. Vaklu's hand-picked troops will probably be here. I'm gonna stay here and keep the intersection secure. If any more royalists arrive, I'll keep them organized.
Shut the outer door, now!
I'm impressed you made it this far, but you are too late. Soon the Queen will be dead, and General Vaklu will be the King. This is no ordinary door between us. The same material is used for the hull of capital-class vessels. I'm afraid you will find it quite impregnable. I'm afraid it is. Now, if you'll excuse me, we have one last barrier to take care of.
I don't know how you made it, but well done. Come in quickly before more Sith or Vaklu troops arrive. We got split off from Talia's troops by the currents of this war. We really need to talk, but Kadron and I are coordinating the defense of the war. I know Captain Kadron needs someone to handle a dangerous assignment. He's in the other room. Talk to him. No one else could do the job. I'm not her bodyguard. We were fighting at the palace gates. There were too many of them. We'll talk when all of this is over. Until then, may the Force be with you.
So, you're the Jedi, eh? Well, the comm chatter we've intercepted is filled with reports about you. You fought right through their flank on the sky ramp? We desperately need someone like you. We've managed to hold this part of the palace, but Vaklu's forces control the rest. We need to get to the Queen before that flaming Drexel breaks through the inner door. There are 2 security consoles in the palace. The primary security console is on the other side of the palace. There's an expert slicer over there who's been hampering our every move. We need to transfer all primary functions to our terminal here, then disable the primary security console. That will also take their slicer out of the picture. After that, we'll control security again. We'll get to General Vaklu before he gets to the Queen. You have? Oh, son of a muglak! Corporal, use this code to open the outer door to the throne room. The door's open. Hurry! They might break through the inner door at any moment.
Will you just die already? You will go no further than this. You're too late. Our pet beast is about to breach the force field to the throne room. The Queen will be dead in moments.
Watch out! I've lost control of the beast!
Ignore the beast. Into the throne room. The Queen must die. Oh, blast it all!
This shall not stop us for long.
Take him down.
Your time is at an end, Talia. Your people have abandoned you, and now your life is forfeit.
You would destroy everything just for your ambition, Vaklu. The Republic, ISIS, everything.
That is a gross simplification, Talia. Change is a painful process. A price must be paid. But Onderon will have a new destiny. One larger than you could imagine.
You're getting careless, Vaklu. One more mistake, and you're the one who will pay the price.
Damn you! Your skill with the blade won't save you from my men. Goodbye, Talia. Fire! What? The Jedi lives? But how? Kill him and the Queen men. Quickly. They must not be allowed to live. You've won this battle, Talia. But your reign won't be an easy one. The Republic is a sinking ship, and you're too attached to it.
He's too dangerous to leave alive. As distasteful as it is, it might be best to silence him forever. Until he's dead, all of Onderon is in peril.
So what will it be, Your Majesty? Send me to your best detention cell. I will be free within the week, and vengeance will be mine.
Are you so sure of my decision, Vaklu? I appreciate the Jedi's counsel, but as monarch, I decree you are guilty of treason. The punishment is death, to be carried out immediately. Captain Cadron?
Talia, you can't. You're too weak. What about my trial?
But he will rise again. He has too many supporters. I do appreciate your counsel, but he must be killed. But the price if you are wrong. I thought I could order this, but I can't. It would be breaking our laws. You will stand trial, Vaklu. Take him away. What is done is done. I don't think the service you have given us can ever be repaid. I must go with Captain Cadron. The fighting must be stopped. I will be back shortly to try and repay you. The crisis is over thanks to you and Master Kavar. I believe he'd like to speak to you, if you'll excuse me.
Ah, the wound is not a mortal one, though it has been some time since I exercised my healing powers. There is a shred of life within you still. A gift from your master, no doubt. Awaken, Colonel Tobin. Your part in this is not over. Colonel Tobin, I am with Vaklu. The war has gone against him. He sent me to rescue you, to tell you you must make haste off-planet. The Jedi have struck. They had a secret academy buried on Telos, and they are showing themselves at last. We are all in danger.
What? But the Jedi are gone. They have all but vanished.
So we all thought, but they have hidden themselves on Telos.
Out of my way, old woman. This war can still be won, and Onderon can be freed.
Indeed. This war is far from over.
The Force works in mysterious ways, it seems. There are times I'm convinced it doesn't have a sense of you. We spend all this time looking for you, and you came to us. I thought you might return to Onderon. Looks like just in time. I told the other masters that our only chance to figure out what was happening to us was to find you, and try to understand what happened to you. I don't know how much you know about this threat that's striking at the Jedi. It's attacking us through the Force. Baruch didn't believe me, but he was willing to travel to Dune if only to help the settlers there. And perhaps Tech will let the Jedi enclave. Whatever the reason, having us all dropped out of sight, I thought might be the end of all. But then you happened. You came back, and you became a new target for whoever was attacking us. They were places touched by war, and we thought there was a chance you would return to these worlds, if only to try and make peace with what happened during the war. But now the Sith revealed themselves. That means the remaining Jedi gather on Dune. From there, we can counterattack. Telos? But Telos was destroyed during the Jedi Civil War. I heard they're trying to rebuild. Atris. I thought Atris had gone to Tar. Too many Jedi have scattered. The Council needs to gather. We cannot remain concealed any longer. We knew that someone was preying on us, hunting us. And finally, the Jedi decided to take action, and called a secret conclave on Tar to decide what must be done. Before the meeting could even begin, all the Jedi on the planet were killed, along with the Mirror Lucas and all other life on the planet. Their deaths could be felt throughout the galaxy. So the council decided we must not present ourselves target again. The consequences to others was just too great. That we should use our resources to find who was responsible and deal with them. I think you're the only one who's made progress. The difficulties you surmounted to get here. You must have many questions. You deserve answers. You always had deep connections to the Force. When I first sparred with you during your training as a Padawan, I could tell that you were different. Whatever I... That sounds like the bond that often forms between master and apprentice. But to that degree? You always did form connections to others, strong ones, even when you were a student. But what you are describing is beyond me. I'm sure others in the Jedi Council would be able to assist you. If you could find them. Whatever I can tell you, I will. I know that all too well. I came here to find them, to trace them to their source. The war on Duxon and Onderon. I had thought that perhaps the tragedies that occurred here were concealing them. You've had more success than I. General Vaklu's men and their allies effectively kept me pinned inside the palace. I felt all along that Vaklu had contacted the Sith, but the identity and purpose of the Sith, I can't say. They wanted to aid General Vaklu in breaking away from the Republic, but I fear it was more than that. That the consequences of Onderon's fall would have greater implications for the galaxy. Whatever I... There was nothing else we could do. You defied the Council. You followed Revan to war. I know why you did it, but in so doing, much more harm was done. But you must understand, the exile was never the punishment you thought it to be. We could not have made you do such a thing in any event. I think you knew, inside, what you needed to do in order to heal. All those lives during the Mandalorian Wars, and all those you served beside. Too much death leaves echoes in the Force. It is the price for having such connections. I suspect that is why you chose to accept the Council's judgment, to wander beyond the Rim, and why you traveled with no one, and did not stay in any place too long. I have thought of you since your trial, and there are times when I wonder if being connected to the Force is always the gift it is believed to be. Whatever I can tell you, I will. Cut you off from the Force? Why do you think the Council was responsible for that? No, I'm afraid the cause of your condition was as great a mystery to the Council as it is to you. Whatever I... Scattered, searching for you. You were our last hope. I think we all know that Vrook isn't easily swayed from his convictions, and his views on anyone who went to the Mandalorian Wars are low. Yes. At least that's what I asked them to do. I believe you are the key to this whole war. When you stood before us in the council chamber on Coruscant, we felt something from you we'd never felt before. It was as if the Force had died within you, leaving you hollow. We had suspicions as to why this was, but nothing definite. But rather than try to understand, we sent you away. I think because at some level there was fear. We live our whole lives in touch with the Force, in touch with life all around us. And you had a gift in that regard. You formed bonds so easily, and they flowed deep between you and others. To see such emptiness in the Force standing before you, it's not an easy thing to face. Whatever is attacking us, it is leaving something in its wake. Something we haven't felt since you stood before us in judgment. The deaths of the Jedi, the destruction of Qatar, all of these things are leaving behind echoes, like the one we felt from you in the council chamber. It was clear to us, to me, that we had to find you. Plus, there was a chance we might put you in danger, and that we couldn't allow. If you couldn't feel the Force, then it would just make you a target. I don't know how you got back, but I'm glad you're here. The thing is, in traveling to these places where war was fought, we felt the same thing. Echoes. Something happened in all these places, but it's hard to figure out what. It's hard to sense things through the Force in such places. Too much pain occurred here. It makes listening to the Force difficult. We resolved to meet again on Dantooine, but only when the threat revealed itself. Unfortunately, I happened to be here when it struck. Now that we've stabilized Onderon, I can join the others on Dantooine. Whatever I can tell you, I will. There is something I would like to teach you. It is a technique which, I believe, will aid you in the trials ahead. This is a Taru, an aggressive lightsaber form which is best used against a single opponent. Take care when you face multiple adversaries, and be sure to close the distance between ranged attackers quickly, as your ability to deflect blaster fire will be diminished. Excellent! I'm impressed with how quickly you've mastered this form. I always knew you were gifted. I'm going to Dantooine. The Jedi Council vowed to assemble again when the Sith revealed themselves. Now that they've attacked Onderon, we can act. Our paths will cross again. May the Force be with you.
I'm sorry to keep you here. I needed to thank you personally for all of your help. Onderon owes both you and Master Kavar a debt that can never truly be repaid. Battles still wage in our streets, but by morning the conflict should be over. I recognize you must leave soon, but please, take this. These relics are from the Royal Museum. Generations ago, some members of the royal family had a connection to the Force. They weren't all too different from what we face today. I know little of the Force, but I hope you can put my family's relics to good use. Captain Bostuka has made arrangements for a shuttle to take you to your ship. I fear it will be quite some time before you can come back. The war was brief but destructive. I will focus all of my energy on rebuilding Isis. Thank you again. I must go.
If you will follow me, I will take you to your shuttle.
Welcome back from Onderon. How did you fare? That is good news. The universe tends toward unity and balance, and you served as its catalyst in Onderon.
We should return to the Ebon Hawk now and plot our next course of action.